Hello! Luke Plowden back again. YouTube ไม่ได้เจอกันมานานนะครับ วิดีโอล่าสุดที่ออกมาคืออะไรจำได้ไหมผมก็จำไม่ค่อยได้ไม่เป็นไร Today we're going to talk about from statistics to acting. How did this all come to be? I've been seeing in some comments about people who are wanting to know more about this story, this อยากให้ลุกเล่าเรื่องเกี่ยวกับทำไมถึงลุกมาเมืองไทยทำไมถึงเข้าวงการนักแสดงเข้าวงการบันเทิงเข้าวงการในแบบนะครับAlright, I got my handy dandy notes here because it's a bit of a story. For the first part, how did Luke enter modeling? This whole process kind of started in the fall of 2017, which is, I guess, 3 years ago, maybe a little bit before that, where I had some friends and some other influential people saying that I should try out modeling in general. There was a particular moment when I moved into a new place and my landlord opens the door to welcome me in. And first thing that she says to me is, "You're very handsome. You're one of the most handsome men I've ever seen." So that was a bit of a wake-up call. เพราะว่าที่อเมริกาลูกไม่ใช่แบบหล่อมากๆนะหน้าแบบนี้คือไม่ได้อะไรพิเศษมากๆในความคิดของลูกนะครับ For American people they still like the Chris Hemsworths, the Chris Evans of the world. At least that's my opinion. It's difficult to like เป็นพระเอกสำหรับหนังถ้ามีหน้าแบบนี้หน้าลูกคือเอเชียนมากๆเลย I considered modeling after my landlord's recommendation that I should actually try modeling as a part-time job. And I thought, well, okay, that would be great because I was working a lot. I had 2 jobs and I was doing a master's degree in statistics. So it would be really nice for my time if I could not do one of those jobs and do part-time modeling. I thought it would save me some time if I could get jobs that way. So this landlord helped me start an Instagram and I started posting photos and she actually helped me take some photos and I uploaded them onto Instagram and then I got scouted by a modeling agency who wanted to send me to Asia to do modeling full-time. I was very surprised because I had no idea that something like this would or could happen to me. But I didn't want to go at first because I had a plan. I had a future that I had set out for myself. I was going to do statistics and work in an office and make money that way. I didn't think that I was going to make this big of a change. But anyway, I actually got some jobs. I got some modeling jobs in Washington, D.C. งานแรกของลุกก็คือออนไลน์แคตตาล็อกลุกใส่เสื้อแบบเป็นทีเชิร์ต Marvel for a notebook and I was very excited because I got some money and it was pretty good money and I thought maybe this is something that I actually can do so I got 2 jobs from the same company out in Washington D.C. So that gave me some encouragement that maybe that this was something I could do more regularly. What made me change my mind from thinking that modeling would be just a part-time thing towards fully making the decision that I was going to make this my life was really because of my disease. So I have an autoimmune disease called ankylosing spondylitis. And it's a autoimmune sort of thing that makes my back hurt. I wake up every day and sometimes it hurts a lot, sometimes it hurts a little. Most of the time it doesn't hurt that much, but the doctors have told me that over time it has the potential to hurt more and more, and that it would make my back stiffer and stiffer. In addition, the doctors told me that over time the disease has the potential to make my spine, the bones of my spine, fuse together, so that I wouldn't almost not be able to move at all. And so that was pretty scary. Coupled with that knowledge, I started thinking about my future working for a company, working in an office and sitting down a lot and kind of not really living an active lifestyle. I would be able to work out, but the vast majority of my day would be at a desk. And although that work would be good if I really enjoyed the work that I was doing, I realized that I wouldn't be happy doing it for the rest of my life. And so the more that this idea kind of came into my head, I thought that maybe going into the modeling industry and going to Asia would be a new start for me, would be a way to completely take control of my own future. So that's when I decided that I would do modeling full time. So now we're going to talk about how did I come to Thailand. So at this point in time, I'd kind of already made up my mind that I was going to try and do modeling and trying to change up my life. Originally, I had thought that I should at least finish the master's degree in statistics, because I had already started it and it seemed like a waste of time if I just dropped out, like not even halfway through. But the more that I thought about it, the more that I realized I was less and less engaged in the work. This idea of going to Asia and starting life completely differently became more and more appealing as the days went on. So I made another decision to reach out to my agent that had signed me and said, I want to go to Asia. And so we talked about it and he lined everything up. And so by the winter, like somewhere around December 2017, I was gonna go. And actually at first I was gonna go to Hong Kong because my agent said that I should go to Hong Kong and then to Thailand and then to Singapore, and then see what to go from there. But actually the agency in Thailand contacted me first. This guy named Shane from Area Management got me on the phone and told me that Thailand was a better place to go for new models because I was a completely new face with very little experience in the industry. And he said, come to Thailand first, it'll be a much easier time than going to Hong Kong. And so I believed him. And in December 17th, I got on a plane and landed in Thailand. Okay, so Luke is in Thailand now. So why did I decide to stay so long? It's been almost 3 years now, which is so crazy. But it all started because, well, there's actually a lot of things. The original plan was to just stay in Thailand for 3 months, do modeling, and then go to Hong Kong for 3 months, and then go to Singapore for another 3 months. And then actually I had planned to just go back to the States and do modeling and maybe pursue acting career in Los Angeles, and try and find something there after getting 9 months of modeling experience in a completely different country. But I got the offer to do a Wrong Say Do episode with Pete Jenny Panan, who was Kawun Ma Krab. On her show, I gained a lot of popularity, or I don't want to say a lot of popularity, but at least my followers on Instagram went from something like น้อยกว่า 1,000 ถึงแบบประมาณ 40,000
Wow!
ใน 1 เดือน. So that was a massive increase that I had never seen before. So I realized, okay, I guess Thai people like me, appreciate my energy, my look. So I decided that it might be worth staying and trying to continue to ride this wave of popularity in Thailand. In addition to that, I fell in love with the country as a whole. Tons of foreigners come here and they say that, and my experience was no different. Just beautiful landscape, incredible weather, wonderful people, and I was having a lot of work opportunities, so it didn't seem like there was a reason to leave. All right, so at this point in time, I had been in Thailand for around 8 months, doing a lot of different modeling jobs, commercial modeling stuff, and kind of having a fair amount of success here. And I kept meeting people who told me that if you really love Thailand, then you should consider learning the language. And then there would be a lot more opportunities opening up for me, not just in terms of the modeling, but in terms of acting possibilities in TV shows, etc. And I thought, I mean, that's a very difficult task because Thai is such a hard language, and I didn't know how I was gonna fit into the Thai culture and if I would be accepted because I didn't have any real Thai blood. But the more I thought about it, I eventually made the decision to hire a Thai teacher, so I started studying Thai in May 2018, and I studied for about 4 hours a day, not 4 hours a day, 4 hours a week for 2 years with a teacher, and then in between that I would be doing my ganban. And the more I studied, the more I enjoyed it. It was really hard at first, but the more that you commit to something and then continue to learn more about it and talk to people, it's so rewarding. So I was contacted by GMM TV in the middle of 2018 to do a series where I would do a cameo in the TV series Wolf Game Not Her. But I would be speaking English and a little bit of Japanese. But anyway, that was my very first experience doing like some kind of TV show with speaking lines and acting with another person, and I loved it. I absolutely loved the experience. We got to go to Fukuoka, Japan, and then I got to go to Phuket to film there as well. I acted with Pan Pan, and we had a great time. But that was just, I was still speaking English, and it was a very small role. But I continued to get better at Thai. After much later, actually, then GMM contacted me again to do a series and play the lead role for Nai Kayamaoi, because they believe that as a Japanese-looking person that I would fit the role really well. And so I signed the contract with them, and then I acted in that from January 2019 and then we just finished from January 2020, and then we just finished really recently. So we're gonna wait to see that. But yeah, that was how I got into the acting industry. Basically a lot of dedication to learning the language and embracing the culture, because I'd been here for so long and I decided that this was where I wanted to do and this is where I wanted to be. So that was Luke's journey, statistics to acting. If you guys have any more questions, มีคำถามอะไรบ้างเกี่ยวกับชีวิตของคุณลูกครับได้ไหมครับ please comment below and do all that stuff, or like add me on Twitter, the Luke Voyage, etc. And maybe we'll do more videos like this in the future. But for now, thanks for tuning in. Also, stay tuned for the series. Oh, I can't say that. Stay tuned for the series Wake Up Tani, because that will be coming out soon. I play a character in that, and I'm allowed to say that. I play Jeff, so watch out for that. And then I'll be in some series next year, but I'm not allowed to tell you about those yet. So yeah, stay tuned for more stuff.